Welcome back to Reds Fusion LFC. We've got a massive update today, for huge things are guaranteed to shake the football world this month. Alexander Isak's transfer decision is heating up. Luis Diaz opens up about his Liverpool exit, and reveals Florian Wirtz's unexpected role. Plus, Arne Slot finally breaks his silence on the latest Liverpool moves. Don't forget to subscribe for the latest Liverpool transfer news, right here on Reds Fusion LFC. Let's dive in. 4 things that will definitely happen in next month, including Alexander Isak decision. Liverpool has 2 weeks left before the Premier League restarts, and a month remaining in the transfer market. Arne Slot's side is set to face a crucial period. It only feels like a short time ago that Liverpool was celebrating lifting the Premier League trophy. But there are now only 2 weeks to go until the new season begins, and a month remains of the transfer window. In that time, Arne Slot and the Liverpool sporting director, Richard Hughes, have some big decisions to make. On and off the training field, this is an important period coming up that could shape how things pan out in the upcoming campaign. Newcastle United striker Alexander Isak remains a target, for instance, and there will be an outcome one way or another there. Liverpool travels to St. James' Park on August 25. Here is what believes will definitely happen this month: Alexander Isak decision. As it stands, Newcastle United does not want to sell Isak. But should Liverpool get any hints that the Swede might be available, it would be prepared to go big for the 25-year-old. Isak scored 23 goals in the Premier League last season and is one of the best number 9s in the world. He would be open to making the switch to Anfield, but his current club will need some more convincing first. With a month to go until the end of the transfer window, there is still plenty of time for the saga to develop. And one way or another, Isak's future will be decided: will he move, or will he be forced to knuckle down? Centre-back signing considered. With Jarell Quansah having joined Bayer Leverkusen this summer, Liverpool is looking light at the heart of Slot's defence. The minor injury that Joe Gomez sustained in Asia didn't help that perception either. "I don't think we have a concern at centre-back," Slot said after facing AC Milan last weekend. Ryan Gravenberch showed he can play that position. He did it as well, although we favour him as a number 6. Wataru Endo can play there. So we have enough options, but it is true that Jarell left, and we haven't replaced him yet. Those last few words, "we haven't replaced him yet," would suggest that something is going to happen there. Crystal Palace's Mark Gahey, at the right price, would be one option. Starting 11 hint. In Monday's doubleheader with Athletic Club, the team that starts the first game is unlikely to be far away from the one that starts against Crystal Palace at Wembley in the Community Shield or Bournemouth on the opening day of the new Premier League season. Alisson Becker has been back in Brazil for personal reasons lately, but Connor Bradley, Ibrahima Konate, Virgil van Dijk, and Milos Kerkez made up the back 4 against Yokohama Marinos last time out. That might be the same again. Luis Diaz, glad to leave Liverpool as he reveals role Florian Wirtz played in exit decision. Luis Diaz has opened up on his decision to join Bayern Munich from Liverpool at his official unveiling. Luis Diaz has revealed he spoke to Florian Wirtz before leaving Liverpool for Bayern Munich. The Colombian completed a £65.5 million move to the Bavarian Giants on Wednesday, July 30, after failing to agree a new contract with the Reds. The 28-year-old's exit ensures he never actually played alongside Liverpool's new record signing, having not featured for the Reds in pre-season amid uncertainty around his future. But that did not stop Diaz from seeking Wirtz's opinion ahead of his move to Bayern, with the Germany international, who snubbed the Bavarians' advances in favour of a switch to Anfield, joining Liverpool in a deal worth up to £116 million from fellow Bundesliga outfit Bayer Leverkusen earlier this summer. Read more: Newcastle, angry with Liverpool and Alexander Isak transfer waiting game. Read more: Rio Ngumaha emergence solves Liverpool dilemma but creates new transfer headache due to UEFA rule. "I know what kind of football is played here," the former Liverpool forward said at his unveiling. "Florian told me that the Bundesliga has a high intensity, comparable to the Premier League. The stadiums are always full. Florian wished me a lot of luck. While Diaz spoke to Wirtz ahead of his move to Germany, he admitted he is yet to quiz his Colombia teammate James Rodriguez about his new club. The former Everton playmaker spent 2 seasons on loan at Bayern between 2017 and 2019, winning 2 Bundesliga titles and the DFB Pokal. And Diaz intends to now reach out to his compatriot in search of advice. "I've not spoken with James that much yet," he said. "But I will get in touch with him to see what advice he can give me." By leaving in a £65.5 million deal, Diaz became both Liverpool's third most expensive sale and Bayern's third most expensive signing. He is not fazed by his transfer fee though, with Diaz explaining why he wanted to join Bayern. "I give everything for the team I'm playing for," he said. "I can't say whether I'm worth the transfer fee, but I'm glad that it's been concluded this way. I like this club and want to settle in here as quickly as possible. I can play up front or on the wing. The coach has told me he sees me preferably on the left side, but I'll play where I'm needed. I want to help the team, that's the priority. I wanted to join Bayern because the club's aims are in line with mine and I wanted to move to a big team. The club has incredible history. We want to win everything. My aim is to help the club and have success as quickly as possible. Being at such a big club is special. I'm just happy to be part of the Bayern family. I've always dreamed of playing for the biggest clubs. I'm fulfilling a dream with this. It's about getting used to the club as quickly as possible and helping the team." Alexander Isak's swap proposed as mega Liverpool and Newcastle deal suits all parties. Newcastle United have been told that Liverpool could propose a swap deal to sign star striker Alexander Isak this summer, with Darwin Núñez potentially moving in the opposite direction. Former Newcastle United defender Stuart Pearce has suggested Liverpool could propose a swap deal to secure the services of Alexander Isak this summer. Last week, Isak reported a thigh injury ahead of the club's trip to Asia and withdrew from training. He remained at home and did not travel with the squad. However, it later emerged that the striker had informed the club of his desire to explore his options this summer. Liverpool have been long-standing admirers of Isak, but Newcastle have remained firm on their stance that the striker is not for sale, with the club valuing him at around £150 million. Pearce believes that Liverpool may find a way around it by offering want-away marksman Darwin Núñez as part of a deal to sign Isak before the end of the summer transfer window. "The title is over if Liverpool get Isak, yes," Pearce told Chronicle Live. "They've ended up investing in what they've got and bring him and his goals through the door to add to Mohamed Salah would be incredible. I think if a deal does get hashed with Newcastle, I think maybe Darwin Núñez going in the opposite direction to Newcastle might be the way that make Newcastle better off. In my opinion, Núñez might be the one full of energy. He might just be the one that the new Newcastle fans take to. He creates chances for himself, for sure. He's just been a little bit wasteful over time. If he gets that right, all of a sudden he'll be a very effective replacement for Isak," Pearce continued. "So if I was Newcastle, I would say, look, if at the end of the day we're going to lose Isak, send Núñez to us and then we'll have a bash with him. You've played at Newcastle, they just love their own players up there, especially the forwards, don't they? You know, I can see, you've seen Núñez, he goes in, he misses a chance, he misses another one, but he keeps going. He's unshakable in that respect. And you think that's a great trait to have as a striker. It's the ones that pull their neck in and don't get into missing chances. So I think I could see him playing for Newcastle, I really could, if they needed a replacement." Contract negotiations with the Swede, handled through intermediaries, resulted in Isak being presented with a £200,000 per week package by Newcastle, a proposal that would establish him as the club's top earner in history. Addressing the circumstances, Magpies manager Eddie Howe remarked, "He is still our player. He's contracted to us. We, to a degree, control what is next for him. I would love to believe all possibilities are still available to us. My wish is that he stays, but that's not in my full control." Newcastle plan for Alexander Isak return amid Liverpool transfer interest as new target emerges. The latest Liverpool news and transfer rumours, including what has been said about potential moves for Alexander Isak and Malik Fauana. Liverpool's preparations for the new season continued this week as they rounded off their pre-season tour of the Far East with a victory over Yokohama FM. Goals from Florian Wirtz, Trey Nyoni, and Rio Ngumaha were enough to see the Reds defeat the J-League outfit and claim a first overseas win of the summer. Isak knows the score as Newcastle to return. Alexander Isak will reportedly be expected to fulfill his duties as a Newcastle United player when the Magpies return from their pre-season tour of the Far East. The 25-year-old was left out of the squad that travelled to Singapore and South Korea after declaring himself unfit due to a thigh injury. Isak, who is currently training at his old club Real Sociedad, will be told to report back to training and, if fit, play in matches against Espanyol or Atletico Madrid later this month when Eddie Howe's side return to the northeast. Reports in the national press claim Liverpool are weighing up a British record transfer bid for the forward. He is still our player. He's contracted to us, Magpies boss Howe said earlier this week. We, to a degree, control what is next for him. I would love to believe all possibilities are still available to us. My wish is that he stays, but that's not in my full control. We have not received a formal offer for Alex, from any club. Liverpool eye Everton target Fauana. Liverpool are reportedly eyeing a move for Lion forward Malik Fauana, who is also a target for Merseyside rivals Everton. According to Fabrizio Romano, Fauana is a player that the Premier League champions have discussed internally, though no offer has been made yet. Last month, Romano reported that Everton were in advanced talks with Fauana over a deal to bring him to the Hill Dickinson Stadium. The 20-year-old made 41 appearances for Lyon across all competitions last season, scoring 11 goals and providing 6 assists. The Belgium international has 3 years remaining on his current deal with the League One outfit.